Hepinize merhaba arkadaşlar, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Bugün sizlerle korku videolarını izleyeceğiz ve onlara tepki vereceğiz. Burada şu an akşam olmaya başladı ve ben korkuyorum aslında. Yani gece saati olmaya başladı. Hava da kararıyor. Kış ayında olduğumuz için hava şu an daha erken kararıyor. Ve izleyeceğimiz videolar gerçekten bizi çok korkutabilir. Bu yüzden bu videoları gece saat 2-3 civarı yatmadan önce izlememeye dikkat edin. Çünkü çok korkabilirsiniz ve size uykunuzda çok kötü rüyalar görmenize sebep olabilir. Bu yüzden bu tarz videoları gece saatleri ya da tek başınızda da izlemenizi hiç önermiyorum. Ben de neyle karşı karşıya kalacağımı bilmediğim için ben de şu an tedirginim. Eğer ki bu tarz korku videolarının devamını gelmesini istiyorsan kanala abone olup like atmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Bir de bildirimleri açmıyorsunuz. Zil butonuna da basmıyorsunuz. Bunu çok fark ediyorum. Kanala abone olmayan bir kitle var. Onlar da kanala abone olursa çok mutlu olurum. Hazırsanız hadi o zaman videomuza geçelim.
A man decided to start up an internet cafe located in the Philippines. Most of the nights when the cafe is closed, either he or his girlfriend stays late to get caught up on work. Whenever they are in the cafe alone at night, they often feel as though they are being watched by someone or something. On this particular night, his girlfriend makes her way to the cafe and begins to get started on some work. It wasn't long into her stay when something took place that left her truly unnerved.
Hareket ediyor. What the fuck? Yani gece saatinde de oraya niye gidersin ki? O da çok korktu ama ne olduğunu fark etmedi. Normal karşıladı ama olacaklardan habersiz bir şekilde hala oturuyor. Hı. Ablacığım ne duruyorsun, kaçıp gitsene. Ben şimdiye kadar kesin çıkmıştım oradan. Koşarak, hem de koşarak, hiç durma. Aha, kulaklık da yere düştü. Kulaklık mı o?
As she sits down and begins working, she is quickly startled by a headset moving completely on its own. She remains relatively calm and exits the room, only to return to continue the work she started. After a few moments, the red chair begins to move by itself, along with the keyboard just above. She heads over to fix the chair and keyboard and resumes her work. But once the headset flies off the desk, she quickly exits the cafe. Is the cafe haunted, or is this simply an elaborate hoax? A husband and wife just welcomed their first child and moved into a new home together. Everything seemed rather ordinary at first, until he began to hear strange noises coming from the baby monitor. Their new child sleeps in their bedroom to keep a watchful eye, and also installed some security cameras in their bedroom just in case they had to briefly head downstairs. His wife and child leave the house at the exact same time every day, which is exactly when he begins to hear the odd noises coming from the speaker. One morning, he decided to record the strange events and was stunned by what he captured.
Alright, check this out. There's this noise coming from the bedroom.
Böyle bir sesler
But my
geldiği
wife
için
and my baby, they're not here. They're not in the bedroom.
evde kimse yokken garip sesler geliyormuş.
This noise happens every day at this exact time.
Oha. Gerçi böyle bir gürültü olsa çocuk erkenden uyanırdı.
Man. Yeah, there's no one in there.
Kimse yok ki.
No one.
Yani ses çıkartabilecek hiçbir şey yok. Kapı açıldı. Kapılar açıldı. Oha. Evde kimse yok ama. Kendi kendine açılıyor.
As the man starts the video, you can tell by his voice that he is disturbed about the situation.
Çok kötü.
Their bedroom is completely empty, where the other baby speaker is located and seems to be making a loud, continuous knocking. After a few moments, he pans his camera towards the baby monitor and captures the closet door opening completely on its own. When he glances in the closet, it's clear nobody is inside. Many people in the comments section are convinced his house is haunted, while the skeptics believe it's simply an elaborate hoax. A lady was home alone one day when she walked in her bedroom and noticed something very odd. She looked toward the blanket on her bed and noticed some peculiar movement taking place. She owns several cats and thought that maybe one of the cats was playing under the blanket, but the size was much too small to be a cat. She watched in amazement for a few moments before lifting up the blanket to reveal what it was.
Oha. Battaniyesinin altında aslında kedi olduğunu sanıyor. Oha. Nasıl ya? Kedi yanında. Ama battaniyenin altında hiçbir şey yok. Hareket eden bir şeyler var ama. İnanılmaz. Mümkün değil bu arada. Yani öyle bir şey mümkünatı yok ya.
Just moments into the video, we can see a small object moving underneath her gray blanket. The object moves in various directions, which many believe rules out the possibility of it being an air pocket caused by her fan. When she lifts up the blanket to reveal what was making the movements, she is surprised to see nothing underneath. The comment section is filled with various explanations from a ghost mouse to an air pocket caused by the fans in her room. The following footage was captured in San Juan late one evening. A few security guards in the area were notified of strange activity in the area the night before. There was a rumor going around that a local witch was roaming the vicinity and creating quite the disturbance among residents. The neighborhood is divided on whether the local witch is fact or fiction. As the security guards were looking through the previous night's security footage, they came across something terrifying that they simply couldn't explain.
Nasıl ya?
Ese no sé en qué
Bu insan zaten, bu cadı değil.
eso, ¿viste?
Çocuk bir anda kayboluyor falan demeyin bana şimdi.
Se ve mejor.
Nasıl ya? Ele geçirmiş çocuğu. Yok artık.
Hija.
Ne yapıyor?
Ajá. Se fue. Para que si veamos cuando.
Ne?
Sí, para que vean de que no. Si alguien puede ver que se va, no se va.
Kayboldu.
Aparece, ajá.
Lan yok oldu.
Y desapareció.
The security guards look down each street but don't notice anything unusual in the beginning. Soon, one of the guards notices a strange figure standing all alone in the middle of the street. It appears to be an older woman staring in the direction of the camera. She soon lights something on fire, which creates a great deal of smoke. Seconds later, she completely vanishes into thin air. As if her disappearance wasn't creepy enough, The security guards are convinced the smoke takes the shape of a skull. Many people in the comments section are convinced they captured the local witch, while the skeptics believe it was simply a hoax. One of them noticed something unusual. Their laughing quickly went silent as they were trying to understand exactly what they were looking at. The entity appeared quite small, so they didn't seem very alarmed at first. That would all change when they realized it was alive and began to make its way toward them.
Sentí como golpean, culiao. ¿Qué onda ese chavo? Yo, eso, culiao. ¿Qué onda con ese chavo?
Ne oluyor? Ne o? Oha, nasıl lan? Oğlum biri şaka yapıyor. Oğlum biri şaka yapıyorlar ya.
As the boys approach the dark hallway, they notice a small creature standing in the middle. None of them are sure exactly what it is, so they courageously observe nearby. Once they realize the entity is alive, they soon become worried as it approaches them slowly. Many people in the comment section are convinced they captured evidence of a duende, which is a humanoid figure of folklore, similar to dwarves and gnomes. A couple was hiking in the mountains somewhere in Utah when they began to hear some strange noises coming from nearby. Upon further inspection, they realized the odd sounds were coming from the opening of a cave. At first, they were reluctant to get any closer, but eventually their curiosity got the best of them. As they approached the mysterious cave, they soon noticed the noises became silent, almost as if their presence was detected. They grabbed their phone and recorded the following.
Keşke girmese oraya.
What the f?
İlla ki kötü bir şey vardır. Niye bu kadar yani merak ediyorsunuz ki? Ne bileyim, hani 3 harfli bir şey çıkmasa bile kedi, köpek, ayı, kurt, yani hayvan, yılan, herhangi bir şey de çıkabilir. Bilmediğiniz niye bazı yerlere böyle giriyorsunuz ki?
I don't hear it anymore.
Çok gergin. Bir şey hareket ediyor mu? Abi sen gülüyorsun da biraz sonra ebenin tersini göreceksin şimdi. Ya kim bilir ne var orada ya. Bakın millet ismini falan yazmış. Terk edilmiş mağarada. Sanki biraz önce orada bir şey vardı.
Go, go, go, go, go.
Ah.
As they make their way into the entrance of the tunnel, they slowly make their way down towards a metal gate. Unsure what to expect, they cautiously approach the gate and notice the cave turns to the right. Once he zooms into the dark cave, a gray humanoid figure emerges from the darkness. The internet seems pretty divided on his footage, while some believe he captured an unknown cryptid or gray alien. Others are more skeptical and believe he used special effects. In the summer of 2023, a man was driving down the road when he suddenly lost control of the car and drove off into the river below. The man passed away immediately upon impact, and the devastating news spread throughout the community. The local news retrieved the surveillance camera footage showing the accident, but that wasn't the only thing captured. Just seconds after the man had passed away, the following footage was captured.
Olaydan önceki görüntüler. Arabanın üstünde ne var?
Just seconds after the fatal accident, a large truck is driving down the same road when the camera captures a strange black figure standing on the top. The mysterious figure appears to be wearing a black hooded cloak, while also looking down over the bridge and towards the accident. Many people in the comments section are convinced they captured evidence of the Grim Reaper. The following video has captivated the paranormal community. Some workers were headed to their construction site one morning in Indonesia when they noticed something mysterious that they couldn't explain. There was a fatal accident near the construction site a few months prior, and many of the construction workers believe there may be a connection. The following video was captured by one of the construction workers.
İnşaat yaparken garip bir şey fark etmişler. Nasıl yani? Tepkiyi kim kullanıyor? Kepçenin içinde kimse yok. Sen ciddi misin? Şu an kepçenin içinde kimse yok. Ve kepçe hala çalışır durumda. Ya inanamıyorum. Göz yanılması mı yoksa ya da ne bileyim. Harbiden kimse yok.
As the construction worker zooms into the excavator, we can clearly see that nobody is in the driver's cab. Even though nobody can be seen operating the heavy machinery, it's still excavating the ground perfectly nearby. The paranormal community is divided on whether a spirit is operating the machinery or if someone is operating the excavator with a remote control nearby. Late one evening, a lady was notified of movement being detected by her home security camera. She had been experiencing paranormal activity in her home ever since she moved in. This would often include hearing disembodied footsteps and voices. She has a deep passion for the paranormal and has dealt with it all her life, so most of the interactions don't alarm her. When she looked at her phone and reviewed the footage, she was intrigued by what she witnessed.
İşte sonradan izlediğiniz o videoları görüyorsunuz hepiniz linkini.
Immediately we can see a strange distortion on the bottom right, which seems to be moving, although nobody is around. Soon after, she is convinced the presence moved over to the eagle feather and eventually over to the sage on the wall. What gives her claim more credibility is the fact her dog wakes up and slowly looks in the direction of the unseen entity. While she believes she captured something paranormal, the skeptics are certain she captured a bug on the lens. The guys behind the popular YouTube channel, Sidestep Adventures into History, decided to investigate an old house in the woods of Georgia. Their channel is focused on documenting historical sites in the southeastern United States and has nothing to do with the paranormal. They speculated that the house they were viewing that day was built in the early 1900s and is referred to as the Willis Place, named after the former owner. As they looked around the property to see if they could find any interesting items, they eventually ventured below the house and experienced something that they couldn't explain.
Evin altına bakmışlar.
I'm thinking that this was probably built in the early 1900s, and then sometime in the 1920s, 30s maybe, it was sealed inside. You know, sealed inside with tongue and groove.
There's a child's spoon. Oh, that's cool. How old do you reckon that is?
That's old.
Çay kaşığı buldu.
It's not silver, it's brass, silver plated.
And I'm going to pass this back to you, Mr. Dan. And I'm going to try to crawl over there where those Coke bottles are.
Evin altına bakıyorlar ki hani başka bir şeyler var mı?
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right?
Kola şişesi var. Kola şişesi değil.
What is it?
Ayak sesi gelmiş. Evin içinden ayak sesi duymuşlar.
Oh, that's weird. Here.
Onlar evin altındaydı. Evin altındayken üstlerinden yani evden ayak sesi duymuşlar.
That is strange.
Ev harabe zaten, yıkılmış.
You heard that, right, Dan?
Yes, I did.
Gerçekten
As
böyle
the
bir
team
ses
makes its
duydum mu
way
diye
around
soruyorum.
the old abandoned house, they can't help but mention the property gives off a very creepy vibe. Aside from finding a spoon and Coke bottle, nothing unusual takes place during
Çok
their
kötüydü
search.
ya.
That would all change when they decided to look under the house to see if they could find any additional items that were left over. Just moments after crawling under the house, they hear loud footsteps on the floorboards just above.
58 Coke bottle, right?
Gerçekten ayak sesi var bu arada.
They quickly make their way out from under the house and investigate the inside of the home, but find nothing that would explain the noise.
Hiçbir şey
Many
görmüyorlar.
people in the comments section are convinced they captured disembodied footsteps from the former owner.
Evet arkadaşlar, videoyu izlediğiniz için hepinize teşekkür ediyorum. Bu tarz videolar devamını istiyorsanız kanala aşağıdan abone olmayı ve yorum atmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Videoyu beğendiyseniz de beğen tuşuna basın. Ben video attığımda videoları takip etmek istiyorsanız zil butonuna basmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Diğer videolarda görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.